steak on the shop. Salala. Salala. I want a steak on my down. Salala.
Song that I'd say, well, yeah, I'd say that I'm playing a song that kind of, we just played a song that really kind of set him up. It sort of introduced us to the artist XQ, and he's in the studio right here in Luton, Pamtengo Radio. Was going to talk about, then would call you straight salad.
Yeah, salala.
Salala, right?
Yeah.
And now we're calling you Mr. Putiti.
Yeah, from salala to
Putiti, you know what I'm saying? Two
Yeah.
roles. But the question is, do you see yourself as someone who's evolved with your music? Do you think you've grown with your music, or you think you've just kind of maintained the flow?
I changed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, a lot.
Is it? I'd say a lot.
Yeah,
but
it is a lot.
Is it a plan? Did you plan it, or you just find yourself in this place?
Actually, I had to try and move with the time, because I remember that time. Well, I stopped doing music, I think, in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the whole thing changed. Like it came dancehall, seemed dancehall, and then the whole genre kind of changed everything. And that's when all this, most of these urban blues artists went quiet. And then I started experimenting with a lot of stuff. And then I think I came back 2015.
It's like you got back, you came back.
Yeah, that's when I did a song called Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Rocky.
Yeah.
And then it kind of changed everything, the sound, like everything. But
That's
for
super,
me,
that's
yeah.
so
yeah.
kind of like universally African.
Yeah, but then for me it was different because I had to change the producers and the sound also, and that's where it all started, because afterwards I had a different sound altogether.
Great.
And I remember a lot of artists, most of my friends were kind of laughing, but Blaza, baby, look at you, baby, look at you, and me, I'm like, bro, that's not the guy we know,
I know.
But I had to switch it up and try new things, because time change. You know what I mean, I couldn't do the same flow I was doing 10 years back or 5 years back. As long as I don't change, so I had to switch it up. But it worked out, because after that I did Bachura.
Yeah.
And it worked out, and I did Jerusalem with Freeman, and I did a lot of tracks, and it worked out very well. So it was good for me. It was.
Okay. Talking about the changing of the music and obviously the producers, had you done something like that before? Like
No.
change your producer?
No, because when I did that, because initially when I started music, Salala, it was Dylan Makalima, and we did Pandaga Kona and few tracks, and then we moved to Tech 5. We did the whole Marudo, Mazurudo, Chaptera, blah 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 blah, and then we changed again.
Yeah.
And then I end up with Oskid and Tamuka for this new sound. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
it's so exciting to hear all of these things that I just wasn't really following, to know exactly what's going on, just enjoying the music.
Why, bro? Yeah.
It happens. Now, talking about you doing your music, the collabos, you've done a lot of work.
Yeah.
We played Pandaga Kona, you featured Shaman Nathan.
Where are those guys?
I wonder.
I know, bro. It's crazy.
We were like a family back then,
It's been a long time.
You have songs like Handidi with Cynthia. You had a whole team of the Expandables. You tried to experiment with that as well.
Yeah, it was a
and
good
it kind of
project
seemed it worked.
Yeah, it did.
That's true.
Yeah, it did.
Of course, you worked with the legend himself.
Yeah,
may his soul rest in peace.
Yeah,
That's Oliver Mchukudzi on Pane Rudo. You have worked with Stana, Terry, like I said earlier, Poland. The list is really endless. And now we had the big hit that actually walked away with an accolade for it.
Yeah.
And there was a bit of controversy around that. People saying that on the night you did not mention free men. Was that deliberate, or it was just a matter of you just being very excited and not doing that?
No. I know a lot of people would understand, but I think, you know, when you go up there, it's different. It's crazy. Everybody's looking at you and you're all excited and blah, blah, blah. Now I know why a lot of people would suggest, you know, there's things you need to write like a speech. Because, you know, you're overwhelmed and you're so excited sometimes. Because I remember I went there with my wife. I mean, like, if it wasn't for her being right next to me, I was going to say, you know, I was just talk about other things, you know, without even kissing it. But, you know, it's one of those things. And I don't think, I mean, it sounds silly, but to be honest, I don't have anything against Freeman. He's been my friend for the longest time, you know, not just in music, but other things, you know, and I'm sure even him, he was even shocked to what's really going on. But I think I was so excited.
So that was my thing. I watched a bit of it, and I watched you when you were getting some of your awards.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was more of a shocker for you.
It was crazy. I didn't even know what to say. All I could say is, I mean, thank you very much. Shout out to my friends. Thank you so much. Shout out to my friends. Because it was too much for me. Like, the first one, second one, third, fourth, and fifth, I'm like, what's going on? You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I know, right? I know.
But yeah, I've got nothing against him and anyone else. It's just one of those moments where everything is happening so fast and it's crazy.
What it is.
But, you know,
and I'm glad that, you know, Freeman and you.
Yeah, I even called him afterwards, midnight. I was like, bruh, I'm sorry, bruh. I think I've messed up big time, but it's crazy. But you know what? It's our thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He worked hard on the song also. And I'm sure he deserved recognition, and I didn't give it to him, but, you know, I'm really sorry about it.
Enough respect to Freeman anyway. Yeah. International is defined in so many different ways by so many different people.
Like, if you got international, don't be international. They couldn't be international.
When people talk about, and of which I respect, you know, the way you might feel about being international, the way I might feel about being international. The beauty of the world we're in is that there's technology. So because there is technology, we can literally just know everything about you. When you release, when you're in the studio, as long as something is posted, we're able to know what's going on.
Sure.
There's so many newspapers, websites, everywhere we can see stuff. So for me, I would say most artists are international now because we all can just share the information. But for someone to have the privilege of having a promoter who's 1,000 miles away say, look, come, do this. For me, if it was happening to me, it's an honor. Because it's not every artist who's getting the opportunity. And I'm not taking anything away from the other artists that probably haven't done it. But it just means that you have really gone international. You're universal, because the Zimbabweans that are in China would want to experience you. Those in Dubai, those that are in the Antarctica would want to experience the music of XQ. How does that make you feel?
I'm sorry, I keep laughing because I keep hearing, you know, that Thomas Mapumo voice like that. Like, yo, no mood, how would you? Yeah, you know, yeah, it is. It's crazy. Especially it's a good feeling when you know your song is being played in China, in the States, you know, Nigeria, everywhere. I mean, they post and saying, I mean, this is a good song. You've got radio station posting your song and say they're playing this song. So for me, I would say it's you know, it's different from Well, it's a good feeling when you're in town and then someone is playing your song.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's cool, that's nice. I mean, hey, I mean, it's doing well, but it's a different feeling when like a different radio station in a different country posting your song and saying, playing ningi 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 each other, it's hard, and then they put this fire thing, it's a good feeling. I mean, you can't really express it, but it's a great feeling. It's like, yeah, I've been working hard and these are the results. Yeah, it's a good feeling. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's great because in the guys would explain it to man break.
Anyway, well, fine. Don't say. Fun long. Don't say about that. Now, Linda Mwaro Evans, you say your collab with Freeman is the best. Anzi, ito mupao award yo karanayo. No. That's what somebody's saying, but I'm glad that you guys are cool like that.
Yeah.
And it happens in the industry at times where people just get into your business. Unfortunately, your business is everybody's business.
No. I, to be honest with this issue, I don't mind taking every blow because I messed up. Because I remember when I was writing the song, I would call him anytime, like, bruh, this song, bruh, he would come to the studio anytime and he worked hard on it. So he deserves people. Yeah, I mean, so I'll take any blow from everywhere. I mean, I messed up, not him. So I totally understand.
It was a genuine mistake.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I understand. It happens a lot.
Okay, so I still want to ask the question: do you find yourself, and in the industry, at times it's not perceived in the correct way when someone probably attracts the opposite sex because of the kind of work they do, and it's not because they are going to do anything about it, but it's just how this rock and roll industry is like. Do you see yourself as a sex symbol?
No, I think about all these teddy bears and whatnot.
They probably have your name on them.
I know, but hey, bruh, no, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, so there you are, ladies. He's speaking for himself. He doesn't consider himself a sex symbol.
It's really deep, to be a symbol of sex.
It's an attraction. It's not in a bad way. You know what I mean?
No, I think I'm cool. I mean, they love my music in a thinking way, but yeah, but for me, I mean, they love.
Because you're singing about love.
Yeah. So they must be in love with my music, not the actual me. So
there you have it. You have it, ladies. So, how many albums to date?
Exquisite.
Yeah.
Put it.
Tell.
Love is my religion. Music bank. Expandable. So I think I've got 6 or 7.
6. Yeah. Exquisite and grown in sex.
Grown in sex. Yeah.
Grown in sex.
Yeah. So that's 7. Love. Yeah. It's my name. Yeah.
Well done, you.
Yeah, bro. Now she gonna do good. Now she got
60.
Yeah, that was 120.
Yeah.
By the way, now she got 100 years. So when I get to 40, I'm gonna start eating healthy stuff.
You could start now.
And this got better than Nero because Nero doesn't want to lose weight. So I'll just be on my own and yoga. She doesn't, you know what I mean?
And this thing, but Grown in Sex for me was really the album. Although exquisite. Look, all the other singles and whatever, but yeah. I loved those. You've been in the UK many times.
Sure.
What are you promising the people that will always come out and support you, Because what I love about being out here is the fact that you get to appreciate more of who you are. You get to appreciate more of your stuff. Because when we're out there back home, you're busy trying to be on the other side.
True.
But the minute you are on the other side, you realize that no, those on the other side don't really care about your side. So you start to, and the fact that you miss home and all these things. So anything attached to who you are or where you come from, you hang on to. So a lot of people, like I told you, I was so excited when I saw you perform live in the UK. What is the promise? What are you promising the people that will come through on Saturday?
It's not much. Well, it's not much, but I would say loveness, happiness. Yeah, like my music.
Miss Kanzwa in a good way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Miss Kanzwa. That's it.
Miss Kanzwa in a good way. Yeah. There you are. So the big show, the Masquerade show, is on Saturday the 23rd, and XQ is performing there. Let me just show you you can see this. That is the Masquerade party, the 23rd of Feb 2019. It's at the Teresa Johan boat. That's Gate 14, King George, V Dock, Woolwich, Manaway. That's in London. So please, if you don't have a ticket, you go online. You can go online to get the tickets. You go to Shubs, is that it? And Rock Boys, yeah, to get yourself a ticket, because you don't want to. Trust me, I've watched him live. He's got his levels that are really cool. So you need to come out and be a part of this exciting Masquerade party, and you must have your, what you call it, the whole.
Yeah, that thing, that
masquerade thing. You gotta have that. Okay. Majimira. Kauya usina. Oh, wilitswa.
Oh, enda.
Kana watu bada. So you'd rather just get it.
The good thing about this party is you can just come through, wearing that thing, and no one will even notice it's you.
Not that you're planning to do anything that's cheaper.
Yeah,
we just say, we're giving away a ticket. We've actually been told that we could give away a ticket. So we're giving away a ticket. If you're on Facebook Live, on all the pages that, we've shared this interview, listening carefully, and I'm hoping you've been listening, because we will just get a question from what we're talking about. And then, we will ask you a question, and you get yourself a ticket. Because £25, I will not say much.
Yes.
So just listen and get yourself a ticket. Nzenza.
That's all I can say, bro. Like
Yo. Explain the lyrics to someone like me. Saga Denzi, Patai Kura, my own mom. We say those chinzenza ichocho.
Hanze mukadzi arambirwe kuroya. Anongorambirwa upfambi. But as long as she's faithful and lovely, anomubvunza ndiyani. Oh, now yanzenza because she's sexy. Or maybe you don't like her, she's fancy. That's why makumudza ubenzi. Nyangwa ari benzi nderangu. Please let her talk as she wanna, dress as she wanna. Nyangwa akafamba akadress like Rihanna, let her smoke marijuana, drink kokiana.
Do I even have to say anything else after this? Because there you are, as long as she's faithful and lovely.
Yeah, because the thing is, in society, people judge a lot. It's true. Because and a lot of people act like they know someone because Akamonaka 1 or 2, or maybe they heard of them. So now that relationship in the moon, I was like, but at the end of the day, that's not history.
That's true.
But when you know, but what's important is if you're in love with someone and you're willing to go forward, and then that's it. I mean, what's important is love. So basically, I'm just saying, with Nyangwe, if you call my person names, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's the same person. And whatever I'm doing right now, I'm not gonna know. Put it and I think I'm more than I see. For that, there's a person.
Yeah,
so that's what I've been trying to explain.
So it's so powerful you say that. I remember some years back there was a DJ, still very popular in Zimbabwe. He was very young at the time,
Okay.
and he had fallen in love with a popular girl.
Okay.
And she ended up pregnant. I won't say names. And there was a lot of talk around the corridors at radio.
Oh, okay.
Because if other DJs came in and started saying stuff, and, you know,
no.
I was right there standing when they were discussing this.
Okay.
And this boy looked straight into all of their eyes and said, Madara, dakato deep.
Yeah.
So I think you say something very profound in the sense that as women, at times we're judged a lot.
It is.
Like we're doing something that's not been done before, but people get into relationships, they don't work out, they meet other people, and you know, life goes on.
Life goes on.
If somebody else has certain wounds, but we're talking here of generally women being perceived as intense. Intense. But she's probably just partying and having a good time after whatever. She's gonna go home and just
because they judge a lot of women because of the way they dress. But that's why I said, you know what, as long as she's faithful and lovely, and but